Oh, hello. It's me again. I've glammed myself up today, but I don't know why, because the video is actually about McDonald's. So it's not a very glamorous subject, is it? And I've written a script, loads of pages, but I'm just going to go through the interesting bits. Yeah, whether you love it or hate it, I think McDonald's is here to stay. And even when there's no people left on this earth, um, I'm sure there'll be some sort of virtual McDonald's with virtual people eating burgers, but they'll probably be insect burgers, something like that. Anyway, I better put my glasses on. Just thought I'd try and look glam for a change. Yeah, what used to get on my nerves, it doesn't happen so much now. It's the snobbish types. They look down on people who like to go and eat at McDonald's now and again. They got this. The snobs always thought they went that the people that like McDonald's went there like every day or twice a day or something ridiculous like that. And that film by documentary film by Morgan Spurlock in 2004. What was it called now? Oh, wait a minute. I'm not really ready for this. Oh, anyway, it'll come back to me in a minute. Yeah, he made this documentary about living only on McDonald's food for a whole month. So that would be breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and nothing else. I think he could only have drinks from McDonald's as well. So no tea or coffee at home, or water. I'm not sure about the water bit. Anyway, at the end of those 30 days, I mean, he had his health evaluated before he started the experiment, and then he had it evaluated afterwards. And they found that his health had really deteriorated, not just his physical health, but mental health as well. It's just totally unrealistic. No one goes into McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day for a whole month. No one. It's ridiculous. And it's just snobs put about, used to put around rumours about what went into the meat and the chicken. And I don't think what they were saying was true, or many partially true. But I think McDonald's food has greatly improved over the years. It's 100% beef, and it comes from the forequarter mainly. So it's 100% beef with fat in to make it juicy and moist. I'm not sure about the chicken McNuggets. I didn't really go into them, but I think they used 100% chicken breast. But the thing with the chicken, they're probably not from organic free range chickens, probably from battery chickens. All right then, what next? Yeah, some of these snobs, they wouldn't even step inside a McDonald's, even if they were in the last stages of decom- decomposition. That's a joke, by the way. Yeah, and they thought the snobby people, thought it was a certain demographic of people that like McDonald's, what they used to call in this country chavs. But I think that word's banned now. What chav meant was someone who was, in this country anyway, someone who was on unemployment benefits, like a benefits scrounger, uh, often overweight and uneducated, which is rubbish. I go in there. I'm not exactly poor. Fat, size 16, It's only this bit that makes me look fat. If I stood up, you'd realise I was quite a normal shape. And I'm fairly well educated. I was going to do a bit of history on McDonald's, but I found it too boring, and I didn't know what franchise meant, and I was too lazy to look it up. Oh yeah, my daughter went to this real snobby school. It was a state primary school, but it's in a posh area. We live in quite a posh area, and oh, was it that school? The school before? No, it was definitely that school. She went to two primary schools. The first one was a Roman Catholic school, but she was only there for the first year. And then when we moved here, she went to a non-Catholic school, just a normal, what's the word? Non-religious school. Yeah, and I didn't like the parents there. They always just look down on me. I don't know why. Well dressed. And every time it was a child's birthday, they'd invite their friends for like bouncy castles or parties at their house. And I had the brainwave. Someone suggested it to me, but I wasn't really sure about it. Why don't you have a party at McDonald's? Because they did. I don't know if they still do, but they used to do children's parties for a certain amount of money, and it was quite cheap as well. And there was games as well that they could do after they'd eaten their Happy Meals. So I thought, oh, that's all right. And my daughter was about 6 or 7, and my son was, well, I think he was about 13, but he came along as well to help out. But hardly anyone came that we invited. That just goes to show what snobs those mothers were. But we still had a good time anyway. All right, back to some more information, proper information. Yeah, I wanted to tell people who've never been to a McDonald's a little bit about it, what the food's like. But I can't imagine there is anyone watching this video that's never been to a McDonald's. Well, my mum, that's going back about 8 years, she'd never been in a McDonald's before. And she used to say, no, I'm never going to go in a McDonald's. You don't know what's in the meat. And I kept saying, no, that's just rubbish what you're hearing. It's proper meat. There's nothing in it. I said, it's delicious. It's really nice. But it took a few years for me to persuade her to go to McDonald's. So one day we went to a McDonald's and we ordered our food and then we took it home. I think we just got like a small cheeseburger and fries because I thought she should start with something small like a cheeseburger. Couldn't believe it when she got herself cutlery out the cupboard, out the drawer. I said, no, you don't use cutlery. You pick it up and eat it with your hands. I mean, I remember her picking up a lamb chop in the past and eating it with her hands, getting grease everywhere. So why shit it with a knife and fork? I thought was ridiculous. Sorry, Mum, if you're watching this video. Yes. Yeah, I don't like the breakfast menu, and that's till 11 o'clock. Bit ridiculous, isn't it? Who wants to eat what's it, McMuffin, egg McMuffin, sausage and bacon McMuffin? All the foods I'm not that keen on. The only thing I will eat, and this is like once a year maybe, if that, is the pancakes in maple syrup. They're tasty, but you get about 3 really thick, massive pancakes. So it's difficult to eat all of them. I usually eat one and a half or two if I'm greedy. Another thing about something that's improved in McDonald's is the coffee. Sorry, I've got a burp coming up. That's it, I brought it up, that's better. Indigestion, always get it. Yeah, the coffee has improved. I don't know when it started improving, but it's improved so much. In the past, it was undrinkable, but now you can choose all the normal fancy coffees that you can get anywhere else today, like lattes, flat white. I never know what a flat white is. Can someone tell me what that is? Cappuccino. And you never hear anyone say, "Can I have a cappuccino?" It's always a latte. I don't like lattes and cappuccinos that much because it's got too much milk in. Makes me want to throw up. Too much milk. I like a double espresso, but it don't last that long. It's two sipped and it's gone. Sometimes I'll have a cortado, but they only do that in Costa and Cafe Nero, I think. And that's a Spanish coffee. It's like one shot of espresso with milk, but it's served in a small glass and it's got like that foam on top. And they're meant to do that pretty pattern on, but most of the time they don't bother. And a lot of the time I have an Americano, which basically is a black coffee. And you can have a white Americano, a white coffee, which I suppose in America it's called Americano, I don't know. And they do espressos as well. They also do a hot chocolate and tea. Alright, a bit about their burgers. I think the Mac is the most popular burger, especially with men. It's not easy to eat. It's like one, two, three, four. It's like 5 layers altogether. The top is the top of the bun. The bottom is the bottom of the bun. And in the middle, you've got another piece of bun. And in between the buns is a burger. So there's two burgers. And they've got a special sauce. I know what that special sauce is. All it is a mixture of mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard mixed together. Sorry about this. I'm not editing any of it out, by the way. I can't be bothered. Yeah, they like to put a lot of lettuce in their Big Macs, don't they? When I get one, which is not often, I say to Morris, I say, make sure they don't put any lettuce in it because it all falls out when you're eating it. But ask them for extra pickle. And they call it pickle because that's the American word for gherkin. I don't think they have that word over there. But over here we call it gherkin. And that's the best part of the burger. Oh, and the processed cheese. And I think in the Big Mac there's only one slice. It's a bit mean. Oh, and onions. Probably been left out for a while, chopped up, left out for a few hours, and then they develop that characteristic body odour smell, don't they? Not very nice. My review is tasty but not easy to eat. It often disintegrates in your hands and the lettuce falls out. The beef patties themselves are plain, and the best parts are the pickles and the sauce. Alright, I think the next popular burger is the quarter pounder with cheese. Oh gosh, how many calories in that Big Mac? I did write it down. Quite a lot, actually. 493 calories. That's a quarter of the daily of a woman's daily calorie need of 2,000 calories. Or has it gone lower than that? It used to be 2,000, didn't it? So that's like a quarter of your calories for that day. That's alright if you don't eat much for the rest of the day. It's not that fattening. Or you could just have a salad, couldn't you? Anyway, it's got protein in it. It's the most dangerous part, not dangerous, but unhealthy part, is the bread. Carbs. I don't go by calories, I go by carbs. Okie doke. Yeah, what was it? Oh yeah, the quarter pounder with cheese has 2 slices of cheese. And it's not so fancy. It's just got a top and a bottom bun, and a quarter pounder patty of 100% beef. They keep emphasising that 100% beef. With 2 slices of cheese, onions, pickles, mustard, and tomato ketchup, but no special sauce. If they added mayonnaise to the ketchup and the mustard, it would be special sauce. Alright, I'll get my water. Mm. Wish it was vodka. Alright, other burgers. Other chicken sandwich, fillet, fillet, fillet o fish, or fillet of fish. Horrible. McPlant, McPlant, McPlant burger. Vegan. Sounds awful. McDonald's used to do a bean burger, and that was foul. And of course, they do variations. Some have got bacon in, some haven't, blah, blah, blah. And every now and again, they bring out um, special ones like limited edition burgers. They do try to get their pull in their customers. All right, the cheapest burger, which is the one I usually order, which isn't very often, cheeseburger because it's small, and I might have small fries with it because I like the fries. They're soggy, but still taste nice. You can also choose chicken McNuggets, which children tend to like. You can get wraps, salads, Happy Meals, which contain chicken nuggets usually, and they still do a tie apparently, and some fruit, which is quite a good thing. Milkshakes, I like their milkshakes and their McFlurries, which is ice cream with bits of Oreo biscuits or flake or other chocolate bits, sort of pounded into pieces and then mixed in with the vanilla ice cream. That's very nice. I haven't had, oh yeah, they do chocolate brownies, but I don't think I've had them yet. And they do a mixed berry muffin, which I haven't had. Don't like muffins much, boring. And they do a triple chocolate cookie. And the little burger that I like, what is it? The cheeseburger is only 298 calories. It doesn't contain lettuce. That's a good thing about it. Oh, they do 2 types of donuts. I didn't know that. And apple pie. Ah, hope it's not like the apple pie of decades gone by. That was lethal. You took one bite of that. Gosh, it was volcanically hot. Oh, it was really horrible. It just tasted of cinnamon as well. It says no preservatives or fillers are used in the beef patties. Just a touch of salt and pepper when being grilled. Alright, here's some interesting facts about McDonald's. Remember that creepy clown, Ronald McDonald? Well, in 2016, he had to go. Do you know why? This craze started to happen where people would dress up as Ronald McDonald, and they'd jump out, they'd hide somewhere, and when they heard people coming, they'd quickly jump out and frighten them. I don't know if you remember that. It was on the news and on the telly. That was in 2016. So no more Ronald McDonald. But what a stupid character to pick. To sell their food to children. Because a lot of kids are frightened of clowns. In fact, a lot of adults are frightened of clowns, aren't they? It's one of the biggest phobias. I don't like them either. Alright, what else? Coming to the end actually of the notebook. Yeah, McDonald's, according to latest research on my research on Google, McDonald's has got in 100 countries, 38,000 locations or restaurants, or some of them might just be drive-throughs. They've got 38,000 locations in 100 countries. And you'd be surprised, in some countries, McDonald's is illegal. And I've picked the countries, so it's quite a big list. But I've picked the countries that you wouldn't expect to not have a McDonald's. This is my list. Bermuda. Is it because of the triangle? Iceland. They eat lamb's-head there. Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein. Do you know where that is? It's near I think it's between Switzerland and Austria. It's tiny. Never been there. Wouldn't mind going there though. Nigeria. Guernsey. Don't know why. Oh, they've got a lot of cows in Guernsey, haven't they? Has that got anything to do with it? Because they've got a lot of cows. I don't know. Doesn't make sense, does it? Or is it Jersey that's got a lot of cows? Alright. What did surprise me is that mainland China does have McDonald's restaurants, but only in the Shenzhen Special Economic Zone. And that's Beijing and some other places, I think. The largest McDonald's in the world opened in 1993 in Beijing. It has 700 seats, 29 cash registers, and served over 40,000 meals on its opening day. That's good, isn't it? Yeah, McDonald's has successfully tailored its menus to please people from all over the world. Here is an example. I picked Japan as an example. I mean, I could have picked anywhere, but I chose Japan. You can get all the typical burgers that we have here, and the breakfast menu as well. It's more or less the same, but they do some things that are quite unique to Japan. That's good. I've come to the end of this, I think. They do a Asian gohan urinchi fried chicken. Unfortunately, this burger was not described, so I have to describe it from the picture that I could see. It looks like instead of a bun, they are using two round hash browns to contain the ingredients, which to me look like a crispy coated chicken burger with ketchup and underneath, and on the top, more ketchup, lettuce, and mayo. I might be wrong. They do an Asian Gohan sweet chili shrimp burger, and this looks nice too. Again, no description. Two hash browns again, round, flat, encasing a shrimp burger, covered in a crunchy crumb. It was cut in half so you could see everything in it. The usual ketchup, mayo, and lettuce seem to be present. Actually, these two items are on limited time for limited time only. Other exciting items were, or are, a teriyaki McBurger and a roasted soy sauce double thick beef burger. That sounds nice. Don't believe it. I've done that video in 27 minutes. This is part one of my fast food series. And I don't know when it's going to be, when I'm going to do the next video, but it's going to be about Burger King, Wimpy, and maybe some other burger restaurants that have popped up recently. And after that, I'm going to do something else on fast food, maybe Chinese, Indian, etc. It's going to be a series. And then after that, I'm going to do one episode of convenience food. Well, I hope you like this video. Do you like McDonald's food? And if you do, how often do you eat it? Let me know. And please subscribe. My subscribers have not gone up. They're still stagnating at 26, which I find really embarrassing. And yeah, hope to see you all soon. And take care. Bye.